I do know one thing. Those leagues are not going to go away. And it represents a threat, but threats also represent an opportunity. And if you see the model of how football has evolved into, remember the model that exists today in football wasn't around 50, 60 years ago. It has an evolved model where you have private investment coming into the sport, doing all that development work, and basically the English FA, has to simply just pick the players off at the end. I'm not saying that we're there or that we're going to get there, but I'm just saying clearly there are models that exist where it works. So I don't want to discourage private investment. The strength of that is that it creates this vacuum, that attractiveness that should encourage more and more kids to start playing cricket, to get into the cricket pipeline, to then take advantage of cricket as a career opportunity. Now, the threat for West Indies, obviously, is if it becomes so important that simply playing for money commercially, and they no longer need the West Indies for that exposure before they can get those kind of contracts, then we have a major problem. But world cricket has to solve that, or has to help us solve that. Because it is seriously under discussion whether or not ICC should try and own the international calendar, create windows for that only international cricket can be played, etc. Mm-hmm. It took a while to get there because, as you know, the commercial interests, if they're very strong, they can simply ignore the ICC. But I think it's an evolving process. We have to be part of that discussion, knowing our particular vulnerability, because we simply don't have the commercial resources to retain players and pay players the way in India or in England might be able to. But I will tell you, even England with their resources are coming under pressure. So, the discussion is taking place globally, I can tell you. And we have to collectively, cricket has to solve this problem. Because private money in cricket is not going to go away.